What's up, guys? I got a pretty long Alliance War video for you. Really sorry it's this long. I try not to post war videos that are this long. But anyway, we are going up against APOCO. I'll be taking Path 6, the beginning of Path 6, and then the end of Path 7 this war. This first node is Unblockable L1, Aggression Fury, and Limber. And it turns out being an Iceman on this node. I've never seen Iceman on this node. I think this was just a pretty, like, an FU placement almost. Like, here you go. Go use potions before you have to fight the Buffet node and the Bane node. So yeah, thanks a lot for putting Iceman on my path. Really appreciate it. My glory really does appreciate it. But I am getting a decent amount of hits on him. I do evade that L1 pretty well, and yeah, man, Iceman does go down. So this next node is Bane, enhanced abilities, and stun immunity. It was a mutant. I thought it was going to be a Nightcrawler, but I see persistent charges now, so it's either a Sabretooth or a Bishop. And I was debating, if it was a Sabretooth, I was really debating, like, should I bring OGV into this? But I took Spark instead, and it does turn out being a Bishop. So since this is the Bane node, I want to build to 10 poise charges before I hit him. So and then Bane will activate once I hit him. So I'm doing a decent job building poise charges and not getting back into the wall. Excuse me. And yeah, I do get a decent intercept in on him. I just want to, I want to try and bait out one more heavy, but he's just block hitting me a ton. He doesn't want to throw a heavy. The Bane timer does get on me, so I just drop my L1 to finish the fight. This next node is node 24, and it is a 5-star skill, so I'm expecting Blade. I'm always expecting Blade on this node. The guy I'm fighting right now is actually my boy E-Man. We used to be in Evil together, my old alliance. We used to be in the same battle group. We used to take the same bosses. Really cool guy, really good player. But E-Man, sorry bro, your Blade is no match for my Spark. So I'm 15 hits in, but it doesn't really matter because I only have 2 poise charges, so the 15 hits don't really matter at all. I only hit him just to build space, to try and be able to build up more poise charges in this fight, because I won't be able to take this Blade down. I won't be able to take any champion down on this node without a decent amount of poise charges. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to build those up without getting cornered against the wall. And Blade's L1 is it's really good to build poise charges off of, because it's a 3-hit L1, and the last 2 hits of it are projectiles, and they're really easy to build poise charges off. But anyway, I do drop that L2. I get 3 shocks on him. Takes off a decent amount of damage. Right there, I was just holding block. I wanted my auto evade to trigger, so I don't trigger the Buffet node, but it didn't trigger, and I did take a block damage out of that. So I'm getting back into the wall a little bit. Luckily, he threw a medium, and I was able to counter it. And yeah, man, one more L2 did the job. So this next node is the new Buffet mini, node 31. And it's actually a 565 Medusa. I've never fought Medusa on this Buffet node. I fought her on node 24, but never on this one. So I was a little anxious, a little nervous. I got my duels in. I practiced before going into this fight. But man, if you give me a Medusa that I can parry, it's not a real Medusa, I feel like. Good thing Kabam didn't put Limber or stun immunity on this Buffet node, because it would be a lot harder of a fight or of a node. But I'm making sure I don't hit her more than once when she has those 3 Furies up. I'm also using my heavy against her heavy, just to build space, just to try not to get back into the wall a decent amount. So I'm doing a pretty good job of baiting out her L1s, and I'm also doing a really good job of keeping her on her side of the of the screen or of the map. And I do have two petrified debuffs on her, and since I have max despair, every time I evade, she is not gaining health, she is losing health. So yeah, guys, make sure you invest in Max Despair if you're using Void against node 24 or node 31, which is the 2 buffet nodes on the map. But anyway, Fear the Void does get on her. I only hit her once again because she does have 3 living strands up. I don't want to get auto parried. While she was stunned, I keep letting off my heavies just to make sure I keep gaining space, make sure I don't get back into the wall. I want to try and heavy her one more time just because her living strands is up, and with my heavy I can get 3 hits in as opposed to just 1 hit. So yeah, I do trigger my evade with Fear of the Void up and 2 Petrified debuffs, and it takes off like 35k. I was pretty happy about that, and she does go down. So this next node is node 38. This is aggression, armor, and something, I don't know, a bunch of armor stuff. And I thought it was going to be Iron Man Infinity War, because I usually see him on this node if it's a tech, but it is a Sentinel. And with Sentinel, you can like hit him a certain way and make his analysis charges not happen as fast. I'm not too familiar with that way. I've watched a couple videos on it. Actually, Idolist has a really good video on it. If you're not too familiar with Sentry and him building analysis charges and trying to make those analysis charges not happen as fast, make sure you go check out Idolist's channel. He has a really good video on that. So he is at 100 analysis charges, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting back into the wall, make sure I'm not getting cornered. This fight is a pretty long fight. It's not like I'm reversing any healing or anything. I'm just doing debuff damage to him. So I got a nice intercept on. I should have dropped my L1 right there. That would have been a really good time to drop my L1, but I didn't. Instead, I drop it right here. I made sure I only hit him once and then dropped it because I don't want to push him to an L2, because now that he has 100 analysis charges, his L2 will be unblockable. I didn't retaliate that L1 because I saw that he was going to build up to another L1, so I made sure I didn't do that. I'm doing a really good job of evading his L1s and retaliating after them. Right here, his L1 armor breaks me through my block, which was pretty weird. And then right here, like a clown, I go block hit him 5 times, and boom, I just lost 8k health because I blocked hit him 5 times. If the defender on this node has 5 armor ups and you block hit them, I think it's called explosive armor, you lose like a ton of health. And I just got to get more familiar with that. I lost more health on this fight, on this rank 4, a Sentinel, than I did against the rank 5 Medusa. So yeah, pretty sloppy on my part, that 5-hit block combo, or the 4-hit block combo, but it's okay. This next node is node 42. This is recovery and arc overload. I wanted to bring my spark in it just in case it was another blade, because these guys are running, they're not 150 diverse. But it turns out being a Killmonger, and he catches me with a heavy, and I don't know, that was some bullshit. I swiped back, but whatever. There goes a bunch of my health potions, a bunch of glory down the drain. So I am a little bit nervous now. I only have like 20k health left, and this Killmonger is still pretty much at 100% almost. So with Killmonger, he has this reverberation buff, where apparently if you hit him while he has that buff on, it does damage to you. So thanks a lot, Kabam, for introducing that. Really fun and interactive. But I'm just trying to keep this fight going, hoping to stay alive. But it doesn't go too well. I do a good job on baiting out his L1s, but I don't really have enough poise charges to be doing enough damage. So right there, I let off my heavy, and his reverberation phase just kicked on. Literally, while I let off my heavy, his reverberation phase kicked on, and it did 8k damage to me. That was some bullshit. That was some like electro nonsense. Man, what the hell was that? how does that, how do I take 8k damage like that? That was not fair, I guess. But yeah, thanks a lot, Kabam, for introducing that nonsense. Fucking god damn it. But yeah, I did die to him, unfortunately. But I gotta practice against Killmonger and that reverberation buff. I was just, once that heavy caught me, I was just, I don't know, I just wasn't calm during the fight, and I did die. Once again, I tried to pull up my parry, and it just didn't register, and I got hit. I think I took like 4 hits right there, took off a decent amount of my health. I don't know what was up with that, but I'm still hitting him while he has this this blue buff, this reverberation buff, and I accidentally hit him right there, and he did go unblockable, and now he has this yellow buff on, and I thought he was still unblockable, so I'm not attacking into him, but then I realized the yellow buff started stacking up, so it can't be the unblockable buff, so I do start attacking into him more. And this was really good placement, this Killmonger. Killmonger's a tricky defender. He can definitely catch you. I'm really used to evading his L1 and his L2, but he's just a tricky defender with that reverberation thing he has. But I am a decent amount of hits on him, and he has like 25% left. And I do get the heal block on while the arc overload phase is happening, so I was pretty stoked about that. And I don't even care that the reverberation is going on right now. I just want to get this guy down and finish this fight. So yeah, I've been a scrub in Alliance War these last couple wars. I've died once in almost every war, the last like 4 wars. So I really got to make sure I don't do that during the season, or I might be on the chopping block. But I do get Killmonger down, thank God. This next node is the right to center mini boss, and it's a 6-star green goblin. This node has strike back on it, and it also has recovery on it. So I brought my void into this fight because I did not want to heal up my spark at all, and void is a pretty good counter to green goblin. Even though this green goblin isn't duped, and I'm pretty sure the dupe helps with his regeneration. I'm not positive though. So yeah, this is a decent matchup. It's not the best. I think this would be a better matchup if the green goblin is duped. But nonetheless, I do drop my L1, and he does gain a bar of power. Because this is a strike back node, I made sure I dropped that L1 when while he didn't have any power at all, because I knew he was going to gain a full bar. So I do have 2 petrified debuffs on him, and now that I have 2 petrified debuffs on him, the strike back node is pretty much cancelled. It's actually, while I have Fear the Void up and 2 petrified debuffs, or just 1 petrified debuff, it actually reverses the strike back node. You'll see soon. I drop my L1, and instead of him gaining a bar of power, he loses like half of a bar of power, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that Void is able to do that. But yeah, he is getting me back into the wall a decent amount. I was a little bit nervous, a little bit like 30 seconds ago, he did have me back into the wall, and he did have an L2, and he was being stingy with it. But luckily I was able to evade it. So yeah, right here I do drop my L1, and he lost like a half a bar of power because I had Fear of the Void and a Petrified debuff on him, and this is a strike back node. So that's a pretty cool feature that Void has that maybe some of you guys don't know about, but make sure you have a Petrified debuff on him before you try that against this strike back node. So yeah, this green goblin is going down pretty quick. I have Fear the Void on him, and I have 4 full Petrified debuffs on him. And yeah, man, now I have 2 Fear the Voids on him. So yeah, I was pretty stoked. I was able to get 2 Fear the Voids on him during that one fight. So yeah, lane 7 down. Unfortunately, I did die once, but it's okay. Mistakes do happen. So this is the main boss. There was still 1 attack bonus remaining on this boss. This is a 565 Morningstar. So I jumped in here. I went and stole all the glory from one of my alliance mates who did a really good job on her, or two of my alliance mates, I'm not sure. But anyway, I do bring OGV in here because OGV is bleed immune, and Morningstar procs bleed when you hit her. But anyway, I do get a decent amount of combos on her. I'm just tanking the block damage because she only had like 18% left, and I wanted to make sure I got her down and save that one attack bonus, and I did. I did get her down. So yeah, once again, sorry that this war video was really long. I don't like watching long war videos myself, so I don't really think you would either. But either way, we did lose this war, unfortunately. It really sucks we did, but that's okay. We will get them next time. Big shout out to APOCO. Congratulations to all the MVPs. I hope you guys like this Lions War video. Till the next one. Peace.